And in prime time tonight on ABC, it's a big one in the Big Ten. Chilly, rainy. It's going to be one of the coldest days on this date in the history.
All right, I'm loving that.
Ready for that?
You know that.
Well, it's a landmark potential for Nebraska. Do you realize they have not beaten a top 10 opponent on the road since 1997?
Man.
The great Nebraska teams in the mid-90s, they've lost 8 such games still. That is a long, long drought. The Spartans' defense has been stout against the run. They've held their opponents to 0 or negative yardage on 39% of running plays. That is a big number, but they will be tested by a back who had some success last year when they lost in Lincoln. The Huskers self-destructed, but Ameer Abdullah had a ball game, and he has had a great start to the season. He's a small guy out of the state of Alabama. He's 175 pounds when he got to Nebraska. They knew he'd be a scat back, a multiple threat back. Bama and Auburn, they weren't really sure where to play him, Gino. But Ameer Abdullah has emerged as one of the top backs in the country. Great story.
Absolutely, Chris. You know that saying, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. But what if there was a 5'9", 202-pound exception to that rule? What if Nebraska's Ameer Abdullah was too good to be true, and beyond that, even better? Nebraska senior I-back Ameer Abdullah has never met John Mayer, but he's met his music, especially the song Stop This Train.
So scared of getting older, I'm only good at being young.
I like that song just because that's a good message that at some point you want to get older, and I don't want to get older sometimes, but I understand that time goes on.
Abdullah's time at Nebraska is coming to an end, and he's not wasting a minute of it.
Nothing is guaranteed, but if we continuously strive to educate ourselves athletically, academically, and personally, then maybe, just maybe, one day we can reach our full potential. Thank you, and good luck to everyone this season. Get them skirts.
Very impressed. I was very impressed. I told him, I said, son, Dad's really proud of you.
Definitely an old soul, wise beyond his little years.
Abdullah grew up in a Birmingham, Alabama house of 8 other brothers and sisters, 2 parents, and 1 grandmother.
I'm the youngest out of 9. I had a lot of siblings, a lot of people to play with.
We've been calling him Pee-wee since he was born, man. It's so funny because at one point he didn't even know his name was Ameer. He thought his name was Pee-wee. He would argue with my mom, your name is Ameer. No, it's Pee-wee. You know?
The nickname stuck, but for the wrong reasons. He was labeled too small to play running back.
They coined me as a scat back in the local newspaper in Homewood that, you know, that really ate me up because I wanted to be a complete back. I wrote on a piece of paper and I put it on my door, so it's the first thing I saw before I left the house every day. I definitely was size deficient, but my heart wasn't deficient at all.
What an amazing run by the All-American running back.
Now look at him. Abdullah is on pace to lead Nebraska as the school's all-time leader in almost every meaningful rushing category.
And Abdullah still on his feet. Ameer Abdullah all the way home. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And his all-time favorite play is a game winner against McNeese State, right?
No, my favorite play...
Wait, hold on. The play where you broke 71 tackles is not your favorite.
No. But we were playing Iowa, and they ran a gut X blitz, and he was probably like 6'4", 250. I'm 5'9", 175, and I literally stopped him in his tracks. That showed me how far I had come since high school.
Nebraska loves Ameer for his humility and because he returned for his senior season. And Ameer loves Nebraska. He'll earn a degree in history in December.
Abdullah don't leave college without a degree. 9 in, 9 out. That's just how it is. So he decided to come on back to school. It's working out how he wanted it to work out.
The song says that life goes on.
'Cause now I see I'll never stop this train.
Abdullah understands that now.
you can never stop this train. The game of football is going to be gone from me one of these days. And I can definitely use the game of football as a platform to help inspire the youth. As long as I continue to do that, then the game of football will continue to live on through me.
Ameer is a little bit philosophical, but he's also a bit quirky, too. He'll set his alarm for 3 a.m., get up, pace his room, and plan out what he's going to do the next day. He'll do that for about 5 minutes, and he'll go right back to sleep. And I've been covering college football for more than 20 years, and this is the first time I've ever seen a Heisman campaign revolve around AA batteries, AA, Ameer Abdullah. And Chris, he's going to need to power up in East Lansing today against that Michigan State Spartans football defense.
No, he sure is. Well, that's a great matchup. What an impressive guy. What an impressive family.
Yeah,
Unbelievable. Kids all go to college.
All go to college.
He's a model teammate. He's a leader. But is he going to be enough today, or is they going to need some help from Mr. Abdullah?
He's not going to be enough, but it's interesting. You watch that piece. He said he wanted to become a complete back, and I spoke to some coaches from the Miami Hurricanes who played him a week ago, and they said that he was a complete back, probably the most complete back that they've ever faced, especially for a guy his size. Now, I think for Nebraska to win this game, offensively they cannot be predictable. On first down, let Tommy Armstrong Jr. drop back and pass the ball. You got to stay ahead of the chains. The Spartans defense is built for strength. They don't have anyone that can cover Ameer Abdullah out of the backfield. Use him as a receiver on first down. Stay ahead of the chains, because once you get in obvious passing down and distance situations, that's when Sparty can tee off on you. So I think that's the key. Do not be predictable. Pass the ball on first down. Use Ameer as a wideout. As a receiver out of the backfield.
And that's one of the reasons State is winning, is the play of Connor Cook, the quarterback. He's 15-2 as a starter. He leads the Big Ten in passing. Now wait, State's pretty good on defense, and they've won 10 in a row at home. Plus, Connor Cook's dad played for me in Indiana. That's why I'm picking State to win.
And they wear green jerseys.
Exactly.
That's another. Now, you didn't give him any EXO stuff. He gave you lots of stuff there. And that was really good. I get heat. All right, that's all right. Let me give you some more stuff here. Michigan State, if you've not seen Michigan State's offense, this team is different. I think winning the Big Ten, beating Ohio State, going to the Rose Bowl, beating Stanford has created an amazing amount of confidence within this offense with Connor Cook. They still run the football with Jeremy Langford. That's Michigan State football. Now you're seeing the jet sweep with R.J. Shelton. It's a little wrinkle, a little bit different, something to make the safeties and the linebackers be aware of. And this is what's different, is how they're attacking off of that. And this is what they're going to try to do today against Nebraska. Get the safeties, get the linebackers locked in on whether it's the run of Langford, the jet sweep. Look at that cushion behind the linebackers. It's an area that they're going to try to exploit against Nebraska. For whatever reason, when you put Nebraska and Michigan State on the field together, it's always a competitive game, especially for the first 3 quarters. And I expect more of the same tonight.
Good to see if Nebraska or Wisconsin is going to emerge as the favorite of the Big Ten West. The Badgers against Northwestern. A quick Big Ten pick as the Wildcats went to Penn State and won pretty convincingly.
That's exactly why Wisconsin's doing. Wake-up call. They run. Northwestern beat Penn State.
Yeah.
Wisconsin's
I like
ready.
Melvin Gordon will get out. It'll be a close game, then Gordon will make a few big runs. I like Wisconsin.
I like Melvin Gordon, too. I like Wisconsin big.
Yeah.
Big over Northwestern.
Bear doesn't agree, I don't think.
Melvin
Not so fast.
Melvin should be a Heisman candidate.
Not so fast, my friend.
Why?
If you look at Northwestern's schedule, they'll be Purdue. They got 2 automatic wins. They got Michigan, which appears to be a winnable game. Today's a kind of a toss-up game in my mind. Wisconsin's lost as a touchdown favorite. Last couple times they've been there. I don't think Wisconsin can throw the ball very well. I think Northwestern's good enough against the run. I think big home underdog. Northwestern wins the game outright.
Wow.
Is that one question
big.
after all that? One question.
Big. Are you serious?
Did you tie that, or is that a clip-on?
Of course not. I didn't tie. It's not a clip-on.
It's not a clip-on.
It's not a clip-on.
Okay.
Did you tie yours?
I did not.
Okay.
No, I did not.
Same as I
But that is a beautiful big. Mine isn't like that. That's
appreciate that.
That's
For the
well
first time
done.
in my life, you and I got the same treatment with the bow tie. No clip-on. Everyone's got to take shots at you.
Yeah, of course.
And if you're done, swing it back around. This little giggle fest over here. We got an important